Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Regular season action today coming to you from my favorite little bowling center, East Lincoln Lanes, in between Lancaster and York. This is where we were last Saturday for the Girls Invitational. We are down to the final 5. Regular stepladder format today. Scratch will be on lanes 13 and 14. Handicap will be on lanes 15 and 16, as always when we're here. Not sure if we're going to be doing player introduction today. Josh is running things, Mr. Skip Moyer. Skip doesn't usually like to do the same things that Matthew does, so we'll see. I can tell you in the scratch division, your leader at plus 204 is Gene Blair. Second, Jordan Shell at plus 164. Third, Colby Bennett, plus 105. Drew Sassaman is fourth at plus 95. And making the top 5 for the first time in scratch, Mary Beth Baker at plus 83. In the handicap division, Dakota Shue, plus 324. Aiden Pope, plus 269. Jace Wolf, plus 182. Emma Fetterman, plus 105. And Vincent Bean, plus 88. Those are your top 5 in scratch and handicap. Skip just told me no player introductions today. Changing things up, he says. So today's pattern was a Bourbon Street. Scores were medium. In the first handicap match, Emma will be giving Vincent 6 pins. As always, our message board is live and operational. Should you wish to chime in, let me know where you're watching us from today. Next week, don't forget, is our first annual Steve Brown Memorial Tournament. That has both a youth and adult feature to it. Those that make it to the finals will be seated similar to if you bowl in the Great and Greatest tournament in Berks County. Basically, those that make it to the finals, one adult will draw with one junior. It'll be random. I'm sure there'll be a lot more information about that tournament this week on our PJBT Facebook page. Just search PJBT Bowling Series. Actually, it's PJBT Youth Information page on Facebook. All right, so it looks like we are just about ready to start. That's the one great thing about having Skip Moyer running a bowling tournament. Things move along quite quickly. Take it away, Skip.
All right, our first match over on the scratch side is number 4 seed Drew Sassaman taking on 5 seed Mary Beth Baker. Drew will be starting the match on the left lane. Over on the right pair here, it will be 4 seed Emma Fetterman taking on number 5 seed Vincent Bain.
All right, so it looks like Drew will be starting the match, and Vince will be starting the match. And Skip now joins me in the booth. As soon as he gets his headset on and right.
Keep forgetting how to put this thing on.
Very, very efficient in your getting things going there, Skip.
Well, I don't like to wait around, so I like to be a man with a plan.
Vince started out with a strike. Drew left a 4-pin. Emma now up on lane 16. She comes in high, leaves a 4-9. We're trying to get our broadcast up on the TV to our left.
Another nice day here at East Lincoln Lanes. Always nice to join the Schnurr family here for a fun day of PJBT bowling.
Mary Beth Baker up. She goes 10 back. Emma makes her 4-9.
Good
Good
shot there
spare
by
for
Emma.
Emma, a freshman out of Sunbury.
She will be joining the scratch division very soon.
Yes.
She's been bowling very well the last couple weeks as she's been joining us, so it'll be soon time for her to graduate.
It's a double for Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, on the other hand, used to be a 160, 170 average handicap bowler, and those days are over.
Yes. Wasn't
She-
all that long ago.
She has established herself in the handicap division. I'd say Dad's doing something right.
Absolutely. Emma struck in her second frame. This is Drew up now. His second frame. He goes 10 back.
Good shot there for Drew.
Vincent up. He doubles up. So 2 frames in for all bowlers. Everybody clean. Drew up, frame 3, lane 13. He comes in high, and I gave the PA Fats kiss of death.
Yes, you did. Not the first time, but it happens.
I'm expecting all bowlers to open now this shot. Good shot there by Vince. Actually, sounded like he dropped it a little bit. He opens up with the front 3. Drew gets 1. Emma gets the 10-pin out. Mary Beth Baker, front 3 for her. Sitting to my right is my part-time commentary. We haven't had her in the booth for a while. That would be Colleen. You could go back and watch some of our telecasts. We had a good one down at Limerick, if I remember correctly.
Mary Beth looking for the front 4 here on 13. I should have just kept my mouth shut. She leaves.
Go ahead.
She leaves the happy birthday 8-10.
Yes, even Skip Moyer has a kiss of death.
Yes. Spare there for Emma. Both of our handicap bowlers off to a very good start. Both bowlers are clean through 4. Mary Beth looking to get 1 here. She will not get 1. 84 for her in the 4th frame. Vincent gets away with 1 there, comes up a little high and cleans the deck off.
I was waiting for that ball to go Jersey.
Just kind of sat there.
It did.
Drew up now working on an open, looking to get back in his match here. Vincent looking for the 5-bagger. Leaves a soft 7.
The lanes giveth, the lanes taketh. Need a score correction there. Vincent makes his 7-pin. He's got 109 in the 4th with a spare in the 5th. So Emma is trailing by 20. And then add another 6 with the handicap. So she's down by 26. If she doubles, she could cut it to 16. She's going to need the first, though. Soft 10. On the scratch side, Mary Beth Baker with a strike. She has a 27-pin lead. Emma makes her 10-pin. So she's been in the pocket all 5 of her shots. She got a bad break in the first, left a 4-9, which she made. And she doubled, and she left a 7-pin and a 10-pin. Mary Beth now up. That's a double for her. She extends her lead to 37. Fetterman with a strike in the 6th. Drew leaves the everyday 157. Solid 10 for Vince. Drew only gets the 2. Vince does not make his 10-pin. So Skip, as I was perusing down Facebook this week, I saw that your wife posted some information.
She did. Some surprising information to some.
Yes. Oh, Drew gets a break.
Would
you like to tell us?
I think Drew was just as surprised as we were with that. Yes, my house will get a little fuller come August.
Why's that? Did you get another pet?
She asked for another dog, and I told her it was a dog or a baby.
Ah.
So she chose baby.
Ah. Mazel tov, my friend.
Thank you. So then I will have 2 toddlers in the house. I currently have a 6-month-old puppy running up and down the steps every minute of the day.
It's good to see that they work.
I just hope the baby does not teeth like the dog did. I don't want to come downstairs and my sofa's chewed up. And hopefully the baby lets me know when it has to go out to pee. That would be nice.
Mary Beth Baker with another strike. She has solid control of this match. Emma could have cut the lead, but she leaves a 5-pin. But with a spare conversion, she will only be down by 9. Bowling Mom says congrats.
Thank you, Bowling Mom. Possibly a handicap division debut in the next 7 years, maybe.
By the way, Jason is a great name. So is PA. Either works well.
Nothing like having your kid running across the park. Yo, fat, get over here.
That's got to hurry back. All right, Emma leaves just a 4-pin. Emma always wanted to show emotion on the lanes. It's a better shot for Drew, but that match is over. Mary Beth Baker will be moving on to face Colby Bennett in match number 2. Emma with the spare in the 8th. So she finds herself down 10. Four-pin for Vince. Cuts the lead back to 9. Dylan Fetterman says, go Emma. Amazing how these Fettermans stick together.
Yeah, kind of acts like he's his sister or something.
Yes.
Or she is his sister. My English came out wrong there. Spare there for Vincent. Mary Beth just filling frames now. That match is over.
Strike in the foundation frame 9 for Vince. Teresa says Jason's a good name for a boy, not so much for a girl. Well, that's where PA comes in.
PA, Patricia and Jason, maybe.
Patricia and Fats? What is that where we're going with this? Emma, she strikes in the 9. So it's still a 9-pin match scratch.
That was a big shot there for her in that 9th frame.
Yes, 15-pin match handicap. She could use the first 2 here in the 10th. 5 count. That's her first bad shot of the game. So she could spare strike for 207. So Vince would just need 8 pins on 2 balls to win with a spare strike here, which Emma does not get. That match is over, assuming Vince could get 2 pins.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes. Vincent will be moving on. Mary Beth Baker with a 230 to 151 victory over Drew Sazman. And Vincent's going to shoot either 228 or 229 with his handicap. Emmett with 195. So Vince will be moving on. He will take on Aiden Pope in match number 2. Aiden will be getting, actually no, he'll be taking on Jace Wolf. Missed a card there. Jace will be getting 63 pins. All right, so we'll hand out some awards here. Once Skip gets back.
What lane is she gonna go next? She stays in the same?
Yeah, we don't move today.
No, he said, how long have you been coming?
And Skip is back.
All right, finishing in fifth place in the scratch division. A $30 scholarship and the award goes to Drew Sassaman.
Drew Sassaman, your 5th place finisher today in the scratch division. Drew was putting his equipment away.
Our third place finisher in the handicap division, also a $30
Did he just say third?
award goes to Emma Fetterman.
Fifth place, Skip. Skip, 5th place.
All right, Jace, 2 balls in each lane. Take 2 down to the 11 inch. 12 balls in each lane. Mary Beth, you can take 2 on the left if you choose.
How big donuts? You don't want balls? You don't want balls? I'll eat them, don't worry.
Not ones that are going to give me calories.
All right, so our bowlers are taking some warm-up shots. Junior. Ice, water, please. Thank you, my good man. So also don't forget, coming up in 2 weeks is our yearly 3-person team tournament at Clearview. If you want the discounted entry, you have to get in your deposit before next Sunday at midnight. Also, don't forget, they only have 32 lanes up there. So the first 32 teams get to bowl together. Once you are team 33, you bowl separate from your team. So if you were team 33, one person would bowl on lane 1, one person would bowl on lane 2, and one person would bowl on lane 3, so on and so forth. So if you know you're going to be there, you definitely want to get your deposit in by next Sunday. Take it away, Josh.
All right, everyone. Match number 2 on the scratch side. We have number 3 seed Colby Bennett taking on the 5 seed Mary Beth Baker. Colby will be starting the match. Over here on the right there, we have number 3 seed Chase Gold taking on 5 seed Vincent Main. Chase will be receiving 63 pins, and he will also be starting the match first. Good luck, bowlers. Let's give our bowlers a nice round.
All right, off we go to match number 2. It looks like both of our higher seeds will be starting the match. Colby on lane 13, Jace on lane 15. Once again, Jace will be getting 63 pins from Vincent. I was watching Jace bowl a little bit today. He's pretty good. He starts out with a 9-10. Let's see what Colby can do on his first shot. And he strikes. This is typically Colby's time of the year to get better. If you've been with us any time in the last 2.5 years, you will always hear me say that at this time of the year. Colby is the reigning back-to-back PIAA champion in the state of Pennsylvania. What? Mary Beth had a pin fly across the deck. It fell, so she leaves the 6-10. To answer the question that you keep posting, Nick, personally, I do not think urethane was better today. Swinging the ball gave you the better chance for higher scores today. Vince made his spare. Mary Beth won her conference title, the Suburban 1 League, down towards, that's the southeastern part of the state. She's just a freshman and she won. Vince with a late drop on the 10-pin. Mary Beth spare strike. Jace with the 2-4-5. Colby came in a little high, leaves the 3-6-7. This time of the year, we start getting into the playoffs in the state of Pennsylvania. I know next weekend is District 3, and then the following Friday and Saturday is regionals, and then 2 weeks after that is states. This year, states is out in Pittsburgh. Jace with the spare. Colby only gets 1. Yes, this year States is back out in the Pittsburgh area at, the name will come to me. No, they moved it back to the other place. Colby Shaker 10. Jace left a 4-7-9-10. Jace gets the 2. Colby with the spare. Vincent with the 10 pin. I can tell you about 3 miles away from the bowling center is a very good pizza place called Vincent's Pizza. The name is on the tip of my tongue. It's just not coming out. I'll think of it. Or Colleen will help me. Mary Beth does not make her 10 pin. She is up by 2 at the moment. Vince leaves a 9 pin. It's none of them. Mary Beth made her spare. North Versailles. Can't believe I couldn't think of that. Yes, it was moved out of there a few years ago because they were going to tear it down. So I was told, but then they never ended up tearing it down.
All right, Colby, come on, double up.
Hello, clownery. Colby with the strike. He could take the lead with the strike in the 5th. He's down by 2 presently. Jace up in the 5th. He could use a mark around here, and he gets 8. Leaves a 6-10. He presently has about a 30-pin lead or so. Colby with the double takes the lead. Jace does not make his spare, so he's got 111 in the 5th. With his handicap. Mary Beth up now in her 5th frame. She leaves a wiggly 9. Vince looked like he dropped that shot. 1, 2, 5, 9. Mary Beth with the spare, Vince with the spare. Mary Beth up, frame 6. And she goes 10 back for her 2nd strike of the game. Vince now up. That ball rolled out on him. He leaves a 2-5. Colby now up in the 6th. He could extend his lead. presently up by 9. He could take it to 19.
All right, good shot. Third up.
10 pin. Vince with another spare. He's clean through 6. Let's see if Jace can get something going here. He only has 1 mark through the first 5 frames. Good shot. Leaves a 6-10. Colby converts his 10 pin. Waiting in the wings on the scratch side, Jordan Shell. Jace makes his spare. And Aiden Pope on the handicap side. Colby now up in the 7th. He's up by 8 pins, and he leaves another 10 pin. Jace comes in a little high, pays the price. 3, 6, 7, 10. Colby makes his spare. Jace doesn't get any, so Jace has 133 after 7. Vince with a strike. Colby made his 10 pin. Mary Beth up now. She could take the lead with the strike here. She's presently down by 7. If she strikes, she will take a 3 pin lead. And she trips the 4 to take the lead. Looked like she came up out of that shot just a little bit. Vince crosses over, 6, 9, 10. With a spare, that match will be within 10. There's a triple for Mary Beth. She now takes a 13 pin lead. All right, let's see if Jace can get something going here. He bowled really good all day. Games of 133, 125, 154, 141, 141, 136, 132, 160. Colby trips the 4-9. Jace 6-10. Big shot here for Colby in the foundation frame 9th. It'd be great to go into the 10th on a double. Jace makes his spare. Colby 2-4. So with a spare and strike out, Colby will shoot 204. So Mary Beth, if she strikes in the 9th, that'll pretty much end it with a good count in the 10th. Jace up 4 pin. Colby with the spare. Jace currently down by a pin. See if he can make this 4-pin. Big spare here in the 9th. Looking good. Back-to-back marks for Jace, keeping himself in the match. Mary Beth, 10 back. So Mary Beth with 4 in a row going into the 10th. So she needs a mark to win. If she were to go 9 miss, she would shoot 204 and Colby would need to strike out to tie. Vince strikes in the 9th. He's got the advantage going into the 10th. Mary Beth, 5 in a row. That's going to seal that matchup. She will be moving on to take on Jordan Shell. Ten pin for Vince. 10 pin for Mary Beth. So Mary Beth will be in the 220s. All right, so Vince misses his 10 pin, so he's got 181. So if Jace strikes, he wins. He needs a mark. And he comes in a high, leaves himself the 3-6. So if he makes it, he's going to need 2. So a spare and 2. Colby finishes out with a 201. Jace does not make his spare. He's going to come up just a couple pins short against Vince. Vince with a 181-178 victory over Jace. So the lower seeds win. They will be moving on. All right, so it looks like we are just about ready to hand out awards for our 4th place finishers. Colby Bennett, 4th place in the scratch division. More money into his scholarship fund.
Our fourth place finisher in the handicap division, also a $40 scholarship, and he will go to Jace Wolf.
Jace Wolf, $40 into his scholarship fund. We'll see if we can get him on air really quick. All right.
Mary Beth, lane 11 is yours for
On to the semifinals. Jace, come here, buddy. Come here. Sit here for a second. Ooh. Put that down for a second. Let's put that down for a second. Let's shrink them a little bit. All right, so we're going to have a little impromptu interview here with our 4th place finisher today in the handicap division, only because he bowled so great today. Jace Wolf, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
You did really great today. Is this the first? I don't remember you. Is this the first time you've ever bowled for us?
No.
No? I know it's the first time I've ever got to interview you, though. So, what happened that you bowled so great today? What'd you do?
I struggled a little bit.
Well, it didn't look like you struggled during qualifying. You bowled great all day today. This was the only game you were under average, and you were only 1 pin under your average. So how old are you?
6.
6. 6 years old, and you're already winning scholarship money. That's fantastic. I guess, I take it that means you love to bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have a favorite bowler? Who's that?
Jason Belmonte.
Jason Belmonte. Is that Dad over there shaking his head? Yeah. I take it Dad's not a Jason Belmonte fan, huh? No. I tell you what, for being 6 years old, for bowling the way you're bowling, you don't use bumpers. You average 116 and you're 6 years old, and you were throwing some games in the 160s today. That's phenomenal. I couldn't do that when I was 6 years old. I'm not even sure I could lift a bowling ball when I was 6 years old. So, we're going to see you again real soon, right?
Right.
And I know very soon I'm going to be interviewing you when you're a champion.
Right.
All right? So how are you going to celebrate today? Is Dad going to take you for ice cream or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, pal. We'll see you the next time. Jace Wolf, our 4th. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? 6 years old. Wow. 6. All right, looks like we are just about ready to start our semis. Aiden Pope will be getting 49 pins from Vincent.
semifinal match. Over on the scratch side, number 2 seed Jordan Shell taking on 5 seed Mary Beth Baker. Jordan will be starting the match. Over on the handicap side, number 2 seed Aiden Pope will be taking on number 5 seed Vincent Ryan. Aiden will be receiving 49 handicap 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, off we go. It looks like both of our higher seeds will be starting the match. Jordan on 13, Aiden on 15. Safe trip. Aiden will be up first. Comes in a little high, pays the price, 6, 7, 10. Jordan up. He crosses over, comes in high. 2, 6, 9, 10. Tricky little spare. Aiden, good effort. Only gets one, though. Afternoon, Chad. Mr. Swavely. David. Bold on Bourbon Street today. Vince with a strike. Picks up right where he left off. Jordan gets the tricky 9-pin out. Good spare there to start. Mary Beth. That's coming in high. Almost got the big break. Leaves just the 3-pin. Makes that spare pretty easy. Vince comes in high. Leaves the 6-9. Tricky little spare. See, everybody's gone high. Lanes could be changing. We'll say he's taking a bathroom pit stop there. Mary Beth made her spare. She's now up in the second. Aiden up in his second. Aiden coming off of an open in the first. Mary Beth a spare. 5 count for Aiden. 10 back from Mary Beth. The only good thing about leaving a 5 count there is he's on an open, so he doesn't lose any count. Good spare there by Aiden. I see. Jordan Shell, frame 2. He gets his first strike of the match. That match is tie. Aiden crossing over. Barely hit the head pin. Got lucky just to leave the 3-pin. Aiden makes his spare. Back-to-back marks for Aiden. Jordan looking to double, take an early 10-pin lead. Ooh, good shot, solid 10-pin. Skip is back in the broadcast booth. We got to think of, like, someone's got to sponsor our broadcast booth.
I'm telling you, that's why Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. Vince came in high. Left split. Only got 1. Jordan shooting at his 10-pin. He makes it. Match is still tied. Mary Beth could take a 10-pin lead here with a strike. Better shot there for Vince.
And Mary Beth takes that 10-pin lead. The crowd claps for my commentary.
As they should have.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Aiden now up in the fourth. Let's see if he can get his first strike of the match right here. 4-pin. Aiden with the very deliberate, cautious, let's not make any mistakes. 4-pin for Mary Beth.
The winner of these matches will take on Gene Blair and Dakota Shu. Aiden makes his spare.
And Mary Beth does the same. She has a 9-pin lead. Aiden up in the 5th. Breaks up the pocket split. Leaves just the 7. Aiden wearing the old Wristmaster 2.
Bringing out the old school today on the old school lanes. Jordan with a 10-pin.
Yes, he almost left the pocket split too.
7-pin here for Aiden. He just makes it.
Yes, Nick, a motor went on 18. They had to change the motor. Double for Vince. Ten-pin conversion for Jordan. So he's down 10 through 4. Vince gets the late trip on the 7. That's a couple times he's tripped out pins late.
When it's going your way, it's going. Hope to see everybody next week at the first annual Steve Brown Memorial. A little bit of a different format next week. Certainly invite all of our youth and adult bowlers to come out and bowl a couple games and have a good time.
And who knows? You may be paired with Skip Moyer.
There's a possibility the bags might be in the truck. Who wouldn't want to bowl with me?
I know I would. It's a shame your wife has to work. She could have bowled.
She could have. She doesn't get handicapped, though.
She doesn't have enough games in? She doesn't have an established average?
She does, just there's no handicap portion of the adult tournament.
Ah, what did she shoot yesterday at the fire company?
458. Her first 400.
And you shot what?
815. Who wouldn't want to bowl with Skip Moyer?
Exactly. At least at a fire company.
Yeah. Put me in a firehouse, man. You're getting a check.
Especially that one.
Yes.
I've never seen you bowl there, but you always tend to put up scores there. Knock on wood.
1555 for my 6 games this year.
That's not bad.
Not at all. Needless to say, if I lived closer, I'd probably bowl a league there.
Well, 4-6 for Mary Beth. She gives the match back to Jordan. Aiden went strike spare after his opening frame miscue. He's got 6 marks in a row. And Vince has 4 strikes in a row. So he pulls that match to within 21. Over here, Jordan goes up by 4. Vince got that one inside with a little bit of speed. Blew right past his break point. Caught a break, left a 2-5. Tricky little spare. Which he barely makes.
Gotta watch that chop.
Yes. For all you young bowlers out there, it's much better to throw that spare straight. The sooner you can learn to shoot your spares straight, the better bowler you're going to be.
Couldn't agree with him more. Spares are the name of the game.
Except at East Greenville when you're bowling.
Strikes are the name of the game there.
Double for Jordan. He takes a 14-pin lead. Aiden comes back with his second strike of the match.
We missed taking the lead by 15. My wife told me I didn't bowl good enough.
It's true.
Yeah, I know. I only shot 250 the second game. I slacked off.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like that was your first 800. It was her first 400. As always, our message board is live and operational. Should you wish to chime in, we are up to the foundation frame 9th in the handicap. That's crossing over for Aiden. That's missing the head pin altogether. He leaves the 1-3. Should be able to make this spare. Jordan could extend his lead. That's coming in high. Caught a break. Left just the 4-pin. Saw that. Chopped the spare in the 9th. So he could still strike out for 232 with his handicap. So he can't be shut out. Vincent strikes out. He's got 231. Jordan makes his spare. He's got a 13-pin lead. Strike for Vincent in the 9th. Once again, though, he cannot shut out Aiden. I don't have an opinion, Nick. Don't really watch it. Ten back for Mary Beth. She's in her wheelhouse right there. Oh, another break for Vince. Had the 6, 9, 10, and then they were gone. That could be a huge strike. If he spared and struck there, Aiden would have only needed a spare to win. 2-8. So now Aiden's going to need a mark. Mark in good count. Mary Beth came up high, her 8th frame. So she's going to have back-to-back splits on 13, and that's the lane that she's going to have to finish the match on. All right, 219 for Vince. Aiden is going to need to fill 18 pins here in the 10th. Mary Beth gets her 2. She's got 141. She's down by 7. Aiden crosses over and strikes. He catches a break. Aiden says, whatever you could do, Vince, I could do better. You want to trip a 6, 9, 10? I'm going to go Jersey. But he still needs 8 here. 8 pins on 2 balls. And that's a winner. Ten pin for Jordan. So he's been in the pocket every shot except for the first frame. He's got more 9 counts than he does strikes. So he's going to be looking to change his angles up a little bit. And Aiden with a 220 to 219 victory over Vince. You only needed 18 there, Aiden. I think we have a couple kids that don't know scoring.
Aiden thought he needed 1.
Jordan made his 10 pin. He's now up foundation frame 9th. Mary Beth could strike out for a 201. 7 pin for Jordan. Looked like he definitely, if he hit the line that he was playing, he definitely tried something else. And he misses. So he's got 175 with an open in the 9th. Mary Beth could strike out for 201. So if she strikes out or gets the first 3, she will force Jordan to double. And he only's done that once so far. And that's the first. They're clapping for my commentary again. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody turned around and smiled. Again. 10th frame. Big shot here. This is a must-have. And she gets it. All right, so that's going to force at least one mark out of Jordan in the 10th. Another strike here will force Jordan to double. That's inside. Crosses over, does not get the break, leaves the 6 pin. So this pin is somewhat a little important. She makes it, she shoots 190. That will force Jordan to mark. And she does 190 for Mary Beth. So Jordan has hit the pocket every shot on this lane. Only has 2 strikes to show for it. I believe both of his 9 counts were 10 pins over here. And that's a winner. As long as he gets 6 pins in 2 shots. That may have been Jordan's best shot of the match. Always good when you need a strike and you step up and throw a confident shot and put 10 back. That'll be enough. All right, so for both the scratch and the handicap divisions, both of our top 2 seeds will be bowling for the title. All right, 205 to 190 victory, Jordan Shell over Mary Beth Baker. Good bowling for Mary Beth. First time making the top 5 in the scratch division in the regular tournament.
But you did.
Take it away, Skip.
Our third place finisher today in the scratch division, a $50 scholarship, and the award goes to
Mary
Mary Beth.
Beth Baker, third place finish in the scratch division.
Our third place finisher in the handicap division, also a $50 scholarship, and the award goes to Vincent Vine.
Vincent Bayan or Bean? Vince, how do you say your last name? Bayan. Third place finish in the handicap division. All right, so we'll set up for the finals. like my kid could bowl when he's 20. His birthday's in November. What I think he's saying is he thinks he could take over.
Hey, you want him? Yeah, we can have you for a very long time. You're only 15. He's 7 more. And he's another. I don't know that math. I couldn't tell you what that math is.
It's close. All right, looks like we are just about ready for the finals. Take it away, Skip.
All right, our title matches over on the scratch side. Number 1 seed Gene Blair taking on number 2 seed George Shell. Gene will start the match. Over on the handicap side, number 1 seed Dakota Shu taking on number 2 seed Aiden Pope. Aiden will be receiving 34 pins and will start the match.
All right, off we go for the finals. Gene Blair, the higher seed, will be starting the scratch match. Aiden, the lower seed, will be starting the handicap match. Aiden is getting 34 pins from Dakota.
And it all comes down to this.
Is it over? Because it all came down to that.
I hope so. Gene starts off with a strike, and Aiden gets 4.
5.
5.
Same thing.
Close enough.
Yes,
They're right next to each other on the timetable and stuff, you know.
they are. So, as usual, when Skip Moyer has to step in and run a tournament, he does a fantastic job.
I like efficiency.
You do. Aiden almost made that spare. That's a tough spare to make.
Very much so, yes.
Apparently, you did not leave one when you shot 815.
I did not.
Did you have any opens, or was it an honor match?
Honor match. 30 strikes total.
Nice.
I only know that because I counted them last night because I was bored and had nothing to do. Why I chose that, I'm not sure.
As you were watching your puppy run up and down the steps.
Yes. He's a mess.
Dakota, not one to let Aiden feel lonely.
Anything you could do, I can do too.
Not sure we've ever seen that before. Don't know why the scratch guys didn't do the same thing.
1, 2, 6, 8, 10. 1, 3, 6, 8, 10.
Same thing. They're right next to each other.
Close enough.
This is past your bedtime.
It is.
Jordan with a mark.
I should be halfway to the scoop by now.
And he gets 4.
Yeah.
All right, so.
That's how friendships are formed right there.
Yes, they are.
I want to be friends with you. I'll leave the same spare. Gene shot 268 game 4 qualifying. That really pushed him up into the standings, helped him take the lead, and he never looked back.
Good shot there by Jordan. Dakota leaves a 2-pin.
I even bowled injured yesterday.
Did you really?
Sliced my finger open pretty good at work last week.
I remember that. Yes, you were worried that you weren't going to be able to bowl at first.
Put my man pants on.
Maybe you need to slice your finger every week.
No, that's okay. This is taking too long to heal.
Ooh. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, is why you throw your spares straight. Or at least throw them in more of a down and in fashion. There's no need at all to swing the ball on a spare shot with a single pin.
A lot of revelations going after that 4-pin there. Or revolutions. Not revelations.
Same thing.
Next to each other in the dictionary. Strike there for 8. Needed.
You say you wanna revelation, revolution. 10 pin for Gene. So you got any, speaking of something important, projections for NXT tonight? Do you even know who's fighting each
The
other?
back of my eyelids. I'll read the results at my lunch break at work and be like, oh, that match was tonight? For all of you adult bowlers who are sitting at home with nothing to do this coming Friday, right here at East Lincoln is the Friday Night Fights.
Only you, Gene. That was impressive. It didn't count, but it was impressive.
That's the only time I don't want a pin to jump out when it comes out of the back.
Yes. So yes, every first and third Friday here. So actually, it should have been last Friday.
No, this past Friday would have been the 2nd because the month started on a Saturday. So this coming Saturday, this is the 3rd week.
Yes, you are correct. Sorry.
This
Yes.
past Friday would have been straight 8.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why I was thinking that it says Friday, but I was reading Saturday for some reason.
It's okay.
They're right next to each other.
They're right next to each other on the calendar.
No, this is bad.
Today's telecast is brought to you in 2s. And 53 people are sitting at home laughing at us. That's fine. Dakota strikes over on the right lane. Dakota up now. Again on lane 15 for his 4th frame. Much better shot over there. Leaves the 10 pin. Jordan up now on the right lane looking for the double.
I hope he doesn't swing the ball at this spare.
Maybe he'll throw it two-handed, left-handed.
Maybe. Good shot there by Jordan.
That's trouble. Pulled that one left off his hand.
So that's 3 opens out of 4 frames for Dakota, not the way you want to start. He's got some fans in the chat room, too. Addison and Sydney.
He had a very good day today.
He did.
Averaged well over 190. .202 to be exact.
Aiden crossing over. He goes. Jersey. Little fist pump there.
Did you catch the Players' Championship last night?
I did.
I enjoyed that ending. Congrats to Bill O'Neill, one
Yes.
of our championship weekend professionals who's been bowling with us for quite some time now.
Yes. I was happy that he won, but I felt, I felt a little sadness for EJ losing the way he did. I mean, he put the ball in the hole. Didn't carry in the 9th and the first shot in the 10th. 7 pin and a 10 pin.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not the last time we're going to see EJ tack it in the finals of a major.
Nope.
He's kind of all right.
Just a bit.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Just a bit.
I'll take him on anytime, any place at the East Greenville Fire Company.
Another 10 pin for Gene. Aiden with the spare. Aiden full of emotion there. Sydney wants Dakota to focus and breathe. Hashtag Moose.
Moose.
Does that mean we're going to Moose's for dinner?
I wish.
We haven't been there in a long time. You and your dumb third shift job.
I know. One of these days.
You're gonna have to take a Monday off when we're at like North or something.
Agreed. When they asked me why I'm taking off, I had to go for dinner.
To Moose's.
Yes.
That, or if you ever take Monday off when we're in the Allentown area, we could go to Westy. We haven't been there in a long time either.
I was there yesterday, actually.
Thanks for the invite, pal.
You're welcome. Had a craving for a baked mozzarella stick.
Thanks.
It's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a while, long time.
That's a better shot there for Dakota. I was there with my kid a couple months ago when we were coming back from one of the Allentown tournaments. Might have been when we were out at Jordan. Speaking of Jordan, use a 10 pin. So with the spare conversion, he will be up by 9 over Gene, but Gene is on a strike, so he could take the lead. On the handicap side, Aiden with a 5 pin, I'm in. With the spare conversion, he will be up by 56. A hush falls over the crowd. Near capacity crowd here right now. Aiden makes his spare. Jordan. Got a little iffy there for a moment. Haven't heard anything from our leader on how the Buddies tournament went today to see who won that. Maybe it's not over yet.
I believe they're still in the finals. They were starting the finals just as we were.
Did every team make it?
I have no idea.
Aiden comes in a tad bit high. Leaves a 4-7. Strike for Jordan in the 6th. He maintains his 9-pin lead. But that could be erased with a strike here in the 6th by Gene. Aiden makes his spare. So he's doing what he did in the last game. He opened in the first and then had a string of marks. Gene, 4-pin. Looked like he was a little off balance there. Don't know if he stuck or slid a little bit. Gene Blair, go ahead.
Seems like he stuck a little bit. I think I heard him say I almost fell on my face.
This is one of Gene's favorite houses. He's won here more than once. Dakota comes in high, 3-6. Got a little issue with lane 16. Get that taken care of.
That's a better shot for Gene.
Matthew says we have been done for an hour. Winners were Anthony Pepe and Jim Holzler.
Where the heck is he?
I don't get how come he didn't come down here.
Once again, Skip takes care of everything.
Yeah.
Probably sitting at Victor Emmanuel. Bet you that's where he is.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now I feel left out. That's like payback for yesterday.
Yeah.
It come full circle.
Yeah.
He's probably having a large salad with cheese and a slice of pizza. Now I'm disappointed.
Yeah, drop us off some lasagna there, buddy.
Yeah, it
With
is Sunday,
meatballs. Yeah. In fact, I believe I have my Victor Emmanuel's card right here in my pocket.
I don't even know where mine is.
Yeah, right there it is. Look at that.
I lost mine. I need to go renew my 2020. Another reason why I gotta go eat on a Sunday.
Well, we are at Heasters soon, aren't we?
Couple weeks. March 8th, I believe.
We could go there after that. Matthew is picking up the kids. He says we're doing a great job. Of course we are. Jordan tomahawks that 7-pin down.
He wasted time typing things we already knew.
Dakota mixes them up, gets a 7-pin out. Is that why we didn't see Moom here today? Because she was watching the kids.
Yes, she was babysitting.
The kids and Bailey.
More dogs and children.
All right, so Jordan with a 19-pin lead. He can extend it to 29 with a strike here. Aiden comes in high, leaves a 4-7. And 10 back for Jordan. That's a 3-bagger. Aiden basically just looking to stay clean. If he marks out, he will shut out Dakota. The best Dakota could shoot is 196.
Gene now just has to keep striking just to keep pace.
Yes. $19-pin match there. All you need is one little slip up by Jordan. You know, a 9 spare in either the 9th or 10th frame. That's 21 pins. That match is far from over here. Especially if Gene could strike here. Foundation frame 9th. Championship match. And he gets the 7-pin out.
That left lane has been his best lane, so.
Aiden comes in high again, leaves the 2-4. Bowling for the $200 first place scholarship and the chance to be interviewed right here on the PJBT YouTube channel.
Because you know that's what it's all about.
That is. Now, if we only offered him a can of Simon Eyes, too.
They probably don't even know what that is.
Ooh, I didn't see that sleeper pin back there. So, if Dakota strikes out, Aiden will be right where he was last game, needing a mark. Well, Dakota needs 3 and 8 to force Aiden to mark. Anything less. Strike by Jordan. Strike by Dakota. As Dakota's best shot of the match by far. You know, I hope Matt's picking up his own kids, not some stranger kids.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes.
I gotta find my Victor Emmanuel card. I have no idea where it is.
That could be a problem. And Dakota comes in high, splits that, is going to end his day right there. Aiden Pope will be your champion today, Mr. Emotion. Jordan comes in high. That's going to open the door for Gene. With a spare to strike here, Gene will need to double an 8. Dakota shoots 158. That's got to be a good feeling when you're up in the 10th and you've already sewn up the title. Jordan makes his spare. All right, he's going to try to get as many pins as he can. It's a big shot here. In case if Gene does double, make him get as many pins as he needs to get in his fill shot. If he strikes here, Gene will need to double an 8. Anything could happen. Aiden will open in the 10th. He will win 193 to 158. All right, Jordan only gets 8, shoots 232. So now Gene will need to double and 6. It's amazing. You can hear a pin drop with this capacity crowd here right now.
Silence.
And that's the first. All right, he needs the next. Now's the time, if you're a professional, you would be taking a re-rack. And he got it inside a little bit. The ball didn't flip. He leaves an 8-pin. Jordan Shell will be your winner. $232 to $226. Good match there in the finals there, Skip.
Absolutely, I agree. Both sides.
Yes. So we'll be interviewing Aiden and Jordan.
and a can of Simonize.
Simonize.
All right, our second place finisher today in the scratch division, $100 scholarship, and the award goes to Gene Blair.
Gene Blair, runner-up today in the scratch division. $100 into his scholarship fund.
Our second place finisher in the handicap division, also a $100 scholarship, and the award goes to Dakota Shoe.
Dakota Shoe, second place. $100 into his scholarship fund.
Our winner in the scratch division today, a $200 scholarship, and the acrylic plaque goes to Jordan Shell.
Jordan Shell, your champion in the scratch division. $200.
And our winner today in the handicap division, also a $200 scholarship, and the acrylic plaque goes to Aiden Pope.
Aiden Pope, your champion in the handicap division. $200 into his scholarship fund.
All right, thank you everyone for coming out today, and thank you everyone for joining us on YouTube. Hopefully we see everyone next weekend at Palmyra for the Steve Brown Memorial.
All right, we'll get some pictures with the winners, and I'll have them back here for interviews. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a different chair.
All right, we are here with our handicap division champion, Aiden Pope. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can watch yourself over there if you want.
Oh, hi.
So, how did you keep your emotion? You look like you're a very emotional bowler out there. Just
Well,
kidding.
Yeah, well, especially in that first match. Well, I thought in that first match I needed, when I left that split, I needed one pin to win, and I had no idea.
So you didn't know you only needed 18?
No, I had no
No.
idea.
No? Okay. Well, I guess my voice isn't that loud because I guess you didn't hear me say that.
Oh, okay.
you didn't hear me say you needed to fill 18, and then
No, I
after you left the 210, I said, and Aiden's the winner. That's
No.
good. That's
Yeah.
good that you can't hear me. That's your focus. So,
Mhm.
so that's a really good thing. So, what was your key today bowling on Bourbon Street?
Well, I knew that outside 5 was very slick for me, so I tried to play mostly second arrow for the whole day, and then when they broke down, just to try to move a little right to give myself more room.
Okay. And how old are you?
16,
16. And what school do you go to?
Elizabethtown High School.
And they have a bowling team, obviously. Are
Yep.
you on the bowling team?
Yep.
Very good. Very good. What do you average on the bowling team?
142, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, so you got a year or two to make it up to the varsity level. You'll certainly get there if you keep practicing. So, what equipment were you throwing today?
Well, as my only right-handed ball, the Columbia 300 Scout Reactive.
Explain what you mean by that.
Well, during the fall season, I played football, and I had an injury to my left shoulder. I tore my labrum. So in October, I had to get surgery, and so I'm not cleared yet to bowl left-handed. And so I thought the only thing I could do is try with my right hand.
Hold that thought.
Oh.
A little more. Stop. You're good. Thank you, sir. So you're actually a left-handed bowler.
Yeah, I am left-handed.
Huh. Well, and you won a tournament now right-handed.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? You might want to stay bowling right-handed.
Probably not, no.
What were you averaging left-handed, by the way?
Around 190.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully next season you'll be back to left-handed, so you could be on the varsity team for sure.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Yes. Yes. All right. Anybody you'd like to say thanks to or give a shout-out to? Or you had some people watching. Chadley says congrats.
Thank you. Even though that she couldn't make it today, she's watching back home. My mom, hello.
Hi, Mom.
To all of my coaches, my high school coach, Coach Talenko, Coach Paul, EJ, thank you guys so much for helping me improve, even though I am right-handed now. And I would like to thank you guys for putting on awesome tournaments every week.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your handicap division champion taking home the $200 first place prize. He's going to get some ice cream, Mr. Emotional. Aiden Pope, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in Jordan. We are here with our scratch division champion, Jordan Shell. Congratulations. I feel like
Thank
we
you.
just did this.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
deja vu.
Little closer, if you would, with the mic. There you go.
Well,
Yeah, we definitely just did this a week or two ago.
yeah, last week.
Yeah. So now we know if there was ever a question on which Shell is the better bowler, now we know. It's been answered.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kyle just missed out by a pin. and
Yeah,
I beat
he
him.
did.
But
Yep.
his 4-pin, it fell down and stood back up, so that's the only reason that there wasn't a 3-way tie.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
guess what?
Yeah,
You're
stood
taking
up,
home. It stood up. You took home the title. He's over there saying, "My brother's the better bowler right now. I can't believe it." He's over there shaking his head. Yes. So Bourbon Street, how did you attack it today?
well, I started with the Badger Claw, just kept it tight, and then each lane was a little bit different. Like, if you're a little bit tighter, they hooked them a little more in the fronts. So I just basically switched balls every game depending on what they gave me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So championship match. You and Gene were going strike for strike there for a little while. Then you had that four-bagger. Take me through your 9th and 10th frame. You threw a great shot in the 9th. And then what happened in the 10th?
So I was using different balls on the lanes because they were totally different. And so I thought I threw a really good shot, but I just checked early and went high. And it did the same thing on the second shot in the fill.
Okay.
So
Mom's smiling this week. She wasn't quite smiling too much
Yeah.
last week for some. I don't know why. I
now
don't
she
know
was
why.
shaking over there. Yeah.
Who do you want to give a shout out to or thanks to?
I got-
Besides me, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone at the PJBTs for putting on the great show. East Lincoln, gotta thank Pierre Pro Shop for drilling all my stuff and
Yes.
giving me the best drill I could possibly
Yep.
have.
I'm sure we'll
Uh,
see a post tonight about that.
Yeah. My mom, my uncle, and my brother, and that's basically it. Yeah.
All right. So where are you going to celebrate? Where'd you go last week to celebrate?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
No.
Oh, come on, Mom.
I didn't really want to go anywhere, so.
Oh.
it's all right.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the first place prize in the scratch division back-to-back weeks, Jordan Shell. Congratulations. All right, we'll bring Skip back in here, and we will wrap it up. I'm looking over at us because we're up on the monitor there, and like right below the monitor is this person. She's turning around right now. She seems to have this glow about her, as if she's like with child or something over there.
You would think.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
It is amazing. Remember, Jason's a great name. Remember that. Remember that.
I don't know why she's laughing.
I know. I thought it was decided when we talked about this a couple weeks ago. All right. Take us out. Tell us about next week quick.
Next Sunday, 10:30 a.m. at Palmyra Bowl, the PJBT and the Buddies Pro Shop Adult Tour combined together for the first ever Steve Brown Memorial. There will be qualifying for the youth and qualifying for the adults, and then after qualifying, there will be a blind draw with the top finishers, and there will be a little bit of a mini doubles tournament for a little extra payout. So we do this year. We're going to try to do this every single year in honor of Steve Brown, who gave so much back to youth bowling and to the PJBT, and just, you know, there's just as a way to try to say thank you to him and his memory, to hold the tournament in his name, and hopefully we see, hopefully we can pack the house next week on both sides.
That would be nice.
Youth and adults.
Yes.
So he impacted many of the lives of our bowlers who were PJBT and are now adults, and we invite them to come back out and maybe relive those old PJBT glory days.
Absolutely. All right. Let's wrap it up because I know you want to go home.
Time to go to bed.
Get some sleep. For all of us here at the PJBT, to all of you, have a safe, happy, and healthy week. We will see you next Sunday from Palmyra Bowling Center. See ya.
See ya.